If there was ever a movie that was more controversial in 2025, as we look back, it's New Year's Eve, the bookends of 2025 are closing. At the top of most controversial movies this year, probably at the top would be a Minecraft movie. People don't really know what to do with this movie. They're essentially split. Is it a actually good movie? Is it a meme? We've seen all the videos of people in movie theaters going crazy when certain scenes are being played. Do we take it serious? And when the game first came out, we were all kids. I was a kid, and so we sort of gotten to the point where it's almost like a nostalgia factor because not everyone plays the game now, but played it when they were a kid. And so there's that element as well playing. And so, I want to give my unbiased perspective. You come for me for answers, and answers I shall provide. But I want to give a extremely brief summary, and then talk about the elements that contribute to my rating of this movie. So first off, it starts off with Jack Black playing as Steve, and essentially, he finds this orb in the mines, they're calling me, goes into Minecraft, gets teleported into Minecraft world, he lives in Minecraft, and then Malgosha, the evil antagonist in the movie, which is like a piglin queen. I think it's a queen, actually. And there's this strife over this orb that gives, it's basically the Minecraft Tesseract, essentially. That's what I was thinking the entire time I saw the movie. This is just the Minecraft Tesseract. And somehow the orb gets sent to the overworld, and then it's found by these two siblings, Henry and Natalie, who are living in Idaho. They just moved there because their parents died. Blah, blah, blah. There's this whole arc in their world, and they find this, orb while at a video game store that's run by Jason Momoa. He's an Atari champion from the 80s. It's actually, he plays this role great. He's hilarious. Top-notch actor. And essentially they go into the overworld, and there's this conflict between, Malgosha and them. Steve shows them basically the whole world. It's his introduction to Minecraft. He just says the names of things in Minecraft, Ender Pearl, Flint and Steel, Lava Chicken, So he's giving all these references to the actual game. There's this big fight at the end, a bunch of Minecrafters make these cameos, blah, blah, blah. And that's the end of the movie. They fight, they win, and, Minecraft is sort of this, break out of, this prison in our mind, this mental prison that we've, lulled ourselves into. It's like the freedom we never knew that we could have. But so the things about it that I wrestle with is, one, the name of the movie. It's called a Minecraft movie, and yet probably a quarter to a third of the movie isn't even dealing with Minecraft. It's mainly focused on the subplot with the siblings, Jason Momoa's character. Now, it is funny, it's definitely humorous, but most of it is it's the interaction between the Minecraft world and us, the real life world. Because it's the characters are struggling to understand the world, they're struggling to relate to it, and one of the first things that they do when they get into the world is Jason Momoa starts fighting creepers and zombies, and they explode, and he's like, oh, I don't understand this. So with that, it just doesn't necessarily feel like it does try to highlight the game, but it's also highlighting it through the other plot lines of the other characters. So it's not like just a movie about Minecraft, like a plot happening in Minecraft. It's real world people. Their plot includes Minecraft, and I don't know, that strikes me as weird. I had a weird feeling through it. And number two, one of the things that I thought was interesting about the movie was, now I love Jack Black. I love his character. I think he does great as Steve. But essentially, it felt like another Jack Black movie. Like, if you've seen some of his other movies, like Nacho Libre or School of Rock or Gulliver's Travels or those types of movies, it's really like his character, Jack Black, as a character, interacting with the different plots that he's created in those movies. It felt like a Jack Black movie. Like, it was just highlighting him, less so Minecraft. Like, it's just like, it's so random to have him playing Steve. I think he does a great job, but it is random. It just feels like a Jack Black movie because of that. And then also, this is the third thing that is definitely made me feel weird about it, is as you're watching the movie, I keep up with Minecraft. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of all the updates and the changes that have happened since it first was released in 2011. But essentially, the game at this point is a completely different game than what I was used to growing up. Like, it's way more complicated. Like, most of the things that people remember Minecraft for was the simplicity and, at least as a kid, the simplicity and, like, the story progression with the nether and the end. And there were several things, like, the movie kind of just doesn't even include the end. They have the Ender Pearl, but they don't actually have, like, beating of the game or killing of the Ender Dragon. It was just sort of this weird interaction with the piglins, and the piglins are kind of a recent addition. And so if you hadn't seen or played Minecraft in a while, you would have been completely lost as to what these people or what these characters were, and what these, the mobs are. Like the ubiquitous ones, like the zombies and creepers and all that, the spiders, spider jockey, chicken jockey. We all know those. But it just, for me as a lover of the game, like, I most remember Minecraft for its simplicity. It was so complicated. And so with that, those kind of factor into my ratings. I did think it was a funny movie. I thought it was, what they accomplished with the movie, I think was decent. The plot wasn't really that interesting to me or captivating to me, particularly because it just felt so weird for Minecraft world to be interacting with the real life world. Like, it was a little bit weird when that villager got into the real world, the real world from the overworld, and it was like going on a date with one of the ladies in the movie. It just felt weird that it was like trying to combine both worlds. And maybe people would have liked that. Maybe people like that, but for me, it just felt off for that reason. And so for that reason, I'm gonna give this movie a solid 6 out of 10. I think it was good. It was definitely above average. Average is 5 for me. But I think it was above average. But in terms of like a fantastic movie, I think it misses it, and especially for someone who likes Minecraft or grew up with it. Just viewing it through those lenses, that's how I see it. So that's my review.